Yeah. Sometimes you should do what the cops say because you know what happens if you don't. I recommend doing what they say. Just you avoid people like me in your life. But a lot of times people don't have to obey the cops and they get arrested for doing the right thing. And I'll give you an example. There's a loophole in here somewhere. Let's see if you can spot it. Happened with a 911 call based on a disturbance at a motel. We know that disturbances happen frequently at motels versus, say, like resorts. This was exactly one of those motels that you're thinking of. When the cops got there, they got there within just a couple minutes of the 911 call. The owner of the motel says, "There's the guy that created the disturbance. He's walking away from the motel." The cops stop him, and the guy cooperates, gives his identification, but he's in a bad mood. He's pissed off, and he doesn't like the accusations from the cops in the line of questioning. He's yelling profanities at these cops. He's attempting to walk away. Never ends well when you're yelling profanities at the cops. Just a life lesson, just some wisdom here. So disturbance guy gets tased as he's walking away from the cops. Once they tase him, they try to put the handcuffs on. He's got a wild elbow, clocks an officer, bam, felony battery on a Leo. Then, like a Bruce Lee maneuver, they try to tase him a second time. He blocks the second tase. Impressive. But gets him a felony resisting with violence. And that, we're talking about the case of Brown v. State, by the way. That's what it's called. This little episode got Brown 5 years prison, followed by 5 probation. Now, who amongst you has found the technicality and loophole already? Some of you have. I'll tell you, let's dive deeper. If you want to prove a battery on a Leo and a resisting with violence, the state's got to prove that these officers were engaged in a lawful executional legal duty when all this went down. This goes back to the first thing I told you. Brown was stopped for a disturbance. That's not a crime. Disturbances aren't crimes necessarily. Brown wasn't suspected of any criminal activity in the 911 call. It didn't mention a crime, it mentioned a disturbance. So it was lawful for the cops to approach Brown and ask him questions. But heck, it's lawful for the local news reporter to stop and ask questions. A homeless dude is lawful to ask you for cash. That's fine. But under these facts, Brown was free to walk away just like he tried to do several times. They never should have tased him. He was within his rights to walk away. The appellate court threw out the felonies, gave him like a misdemeanor, so he got out of his 5 years in prison. And this guy had every right to walk away. He never should have been tased. This guy did the right thing, and he still got punished, and that's unfortunate. These cops were not following the law. They never should have tased this guy. They should have let him go when he wanted to go. And that's the issue here.